Hello, and welcome into the CSA Backpost. Excited to be here, excited to have you. Glad we could work through a few technical difficulties. If you are here and watching and you know anyone who's a producer, please send them our way. We need a few more. We need a few more casters as well. So please apply in the link section of our Discord. Extremely helpful. Thank you in advance. So we are unfortunately missing the majority of our novice tier today. So we have professional and I believe some superstars action starting shortly. So we are going to just get straight into it. And without further ado, take us straight into the matches.
Just can't seem to get it past the opening goalie. Pineapple.
Wonderful, yeah. And I mean, going straight into it, we can hear Boss talking a little bit about our Charlotte Comets and New Orleans Nightmares matchup.
Follows it.
We have a few going on. Otherwise, 1-1 in our Milwaukee Vortex, Denver Shred.
Another deep.
I can't quite see the score of that bottom middle one. If we want to adjust the quality on some of these here, make sure that they stay at source.
Rolls up high and into the corner. I can't figure this out, Dondo. I have no idea why I'm getting output in my own headset. It's beautiful. Vile.
Perfect.
No, it's my own voice. It's just my own voice. I can hear me.
Yeah, so Spartans and Kings. Does that say 4-1 on the bottom left? We want to make that one full screen just to make sure I'm not seeing something incorrect. It's going to be Carl's notes soon. Yeah, so that's going to be wrong. So we can get off this one. We're not sure what the score there or over there is.
Your own shot would have.
But focusing back onto Charlotte Comets and New Orleans Nightmares is going to be 1-0 with about 2 minutes left on the clock in Game 3. Tied 1-1 series. This one's looking to go the distance. And I believe both teams have a sub for this. So Go Mill Brew is going to be subbing for, I don't remember. And Minor on the other team is going to be a sub for Charlotte. It'll be really curious to see exactly how these matches go. And I'm excited as well. So trying to get the audio back and
the potential dagger. New Orleans, a goal here means potentially forcing.
Thank you, Mr. Producer Man.
Taking the momentum swing and taking control of this this game too. But if you're the Charlotte, goal 2, like you just got there, might be shutting the door on the game.
I want to take a look at some of our other matches. 2-0 with a minute and a half. It's not impossible, but it's going to be a little bit tough. We have a 1-0 series or 1-0 match here with 3 minutes remaining in the Chicago Titans series. 2-0 in the bottom of the Spartans and the Kings, and 2-0 with Rochester and San Diego. So right now,
Pineapple
this Charlotte and New
deleted by
Orleans
Steak
team
94
or
and a
match is the only
3-on-2
one below 2
opportunity, but
minutes. So we could
Vile
go
keeps
full screen
tie
like
and
we
out of
were.
possession,
Take a look, see if New
leaving it
Orleans can get a
away from offensive
kind of
danger.
keep their series alive here, or if they're going to be going down
backs the
2-1.
ball, a little bit of power friendship action with him and Pineapple. Minor puts into the corner. Very favorable bounce. Gets the second touch. Pineapple can't quite get a touch here. Dark Galaxies can put the shot on net. But Savage, not a lot of boost, is able to clear that away back to the sidewall. Drops it down to Vile. Gets shoved. Stank 94 does not want to let any shots up at all whatsoever. And in turn, can't speak, Savage Gnome is able to push this all the way across the pitch. Dark Galaxies underneath the ball. A goal here would really help for the mental of New Orleans, at least regain, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get it. With 25 seconds left to be played, there's still too much offensive pressure coming out of this Charlotte side. A very favorable bump puts Dark Galaxies in an awkward spot. Savage Known pops this high for Vile. Minor keeps the follow. And in turn, we are going to see the end of game 2 in favor of Charlotte as they get a bar downski for goal number 3. A 3-0 is going to be a difficult pill to swallow.
Perfect. And Mr. Producer Man, I'm also going to be sending you on the CSA streamer Discord a link to another stream we just are. So right now, Toronto doesn't have their caster this week. Tibbles is going to be busy. So Haz will be streaming his point of view of the Toronto 6 Superstar Series. Kind of just, I mean, exactly how Carl is here of the Akron Kings. Up 2-1, 30 seconds remaining. Shout out Carl for being able to make this work, right? Casting it all on his own, still getting some gameplay out, even though he's playing in the series. Pretty cool here. Probably wants that shot back. Up 2-1, 20 seconds left. I mean, and the Kings are doing everything they can to not let the Spartans get a shot here. That's going to be a big clear. Going to be on target. Doesn't really matter. Shut down immediately. And unless a huge counterattack comes off on 0 seconds, which it won't, the Kings are going to be taking this one. Not sure what the score of that series is. Not going to message Carl about it because he's literally playing in it. But the Kings at least have 2. I'm not sure what that's going to look like though.
Now it seemed to work, but finally breaking the ice, they find one.
All right, and here we have Toronto and San Antonio in the bottom right. So Haz getting his Superstar Series underway shortly as well.
Up in the air, so Strad is even on the backboard. Aiko's going to have to take his time here. Slow catch. It's actually going to.
Hey, could we go to this series down in the middle? I believe it's Rochester and San Diego. 16 seconds left. It's going to be a tie game.
Nero will collect. 10 seconds to play. He's 50 away. Fighter on the ball. Rochester last possession of this game, more than likely. Spig off the ceiling. Good dunk. But it's kind of awkward. Jack's going to miss.
Oh, could be a shooting opportunity.
And Jack will recover. Probably OT. Yep. Jack will launch. I think they're going to try and keep this up now. OT.
And if we want to go to 2 big screens here.
Game 3. Pivotal game 3.
Both of these looking close. Is a huge counter-attacking goal from Akko, who's going to put Milwaukee up by 1. Already up 1 in the series. A minute and a half now for Denver Shred to fight for their life as the San Diego team in overtime.
What a save! My goat! Oh my god! Oh my god, she's the goat. Come on, finish! Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh, now.
Oh, what a shot from Fighter Vet. And as you can see, the GM of San Diego, who just got scored on, you visibly distraught, performing the surrender
he
Cobra.
He preaches so much about not taking those 50s, whether you're last in 2s, 3s, or even if you're in 1s as well, and you're the only person on your fields, 1v1. But those 50s are just so dangerous to take in that corner for that exact reason. And even if he does win it, Zoms, the way that corner is, it's going to bounce back out. Anyways, it has a really strong chance of just going, even if you win the 50, going back towards your half regardless. And, you know, maybe there's a world where he does get the right 50 there and it goes mid, but Now you're having to fight back a goal deficit, and this is their last chance. This is the series for them. You got to go big or go home right now, and they got 30 seconds left to say something.
Enough about the 50-50. You've got 30 seconds left, and they got the entire series life on the line here. 30 seconds left. They got to mount together something. It's a loose ball. Monty with a chance to 1v1 himself. Player does get back, so now a huge 50-50 coming through, but Spalty being stalled enough time to get back. Now, Shad trying to.
And let's go big screen here to Denver Shred Milwaukee Vortex, the only game under 2 minutes. Denver fighting for their life.
The pressure is just staying on. They need a break out of their half now. Monty trying to break it out to Sleepdog. Sleepdog can't even find a 50. It's going to be a loose ball. Shad has all the power. Divine just doing anything he can to keep it up. Just fires it into his own goal, and that's going to be the game.
Oh,
Denver
that's tough.
going down in 4. Milwaukee will be walking out of here with their heads held high and a win in 4.
Yeah, and that's tough from them. Denver again. Yeah, they scored what, 5? So across the series, it's 4 games, and they average. So they had 7. They had 7
we
goals across 4 games.
see
However,
now has streaming
5
his
of
series
those 7
below.
Bullzoms,
Probably won't be going to it full
Yeah, 5
screen
of those
too
7.
frequently, but we will be keeping
No,
tabs on
They
it.
they scored 6.
So keep an eye on there
I
if
thought
you're
they scored-
interested in the
Wow,
Toronto
they
6
scored- they
series.
only scored
All but one.
1 goal.
Let's
Aside
go
from
full
game
screen
one,
to the
they only scored
Charlotte
1 goal.
Comets and New Orleans Nightmares. The only game
sight
under
to
2
see
minutes.
for-
Also the only one within a goal. And right there,
Opens up the scoring here for New Orleans, 1-0. Ooh, tough spot if you are Charlotte. You did so well in game 2 to really keep New Orleans off the pitch and out of the play, and in turn now New Orleans gets the opening goal, and with 1:44 left to be played, you don't want to play too aggressively because it's going to potentially mess up your rotations and give the opponents a better opportunity to score yet again. But you definitely know that with the clock
a great
ticking,
zap
you
dash
have
from
to find the
Bill
equalizer
Milbrew.
pretty quickly, or you're going to be in a very, very tough spot here in game 4.
well,
Savage chose not to take the touch here for the shot and instead lets it drop. Vile can't quite get the half volley and put it on target. So this game's going to stay 1-0. Miner elevates, puts it over to the sidewall where Stank is at the waiting. Tough 50, puts it above Dark Galaxies, who gets deleted. Vile, who just collected 100 boost, elevates, has control, takes a light ceiling pinch, looking for the second touch. And instead, Dark Galaxies is going to take control here. No, Pineapple, my apologies. Pineapple fakes the touch, splits the 50 with Dark. Very favorable. He's already up. Savage, though, looking for the double tap off the backboard. Oh, if you're Savage, you need to get here for this, and he does. The diving save keeps this 1-0. Dondo, after this matchup, I will get you added in to VDO so that they can hear you. But for now, your entire New Orleans team is up, looking to put it on, and oh, goodness, Steak 94 with the critical mistouch. It looked like Dark Galaxies was going to be able to get back to the back corner. Like, that's an easy save if you're Dark Galaxies. A double jump or even a jump with a back left flip clears that away. And instead, Stank 94 slots in the own goal, potentially putting a dagger in their own team here in game 3. Dark Galaxies, Stank 94 went up with the power of friendship, neither able to put this away. And even though this is drifting high into the center here, Savage is going to be able to clear this.
And let's go check on all of our
Savage
games here now.
takes the
6
touch off the
seconds
backboard.
remaining.
Miner has control. Stank could not. get
We
a
do have
demo on
2 of
Pineapple
the same
and
streams
Cold
up.
Brew, or sorry,
Is someone
Go
watching
Brew.
us?
Go Milbrew. Can't speak, can't read. Is
Yeah,
gonna
that's
clear
okay.
this back into
Perfect.
the
Just want to
center.
minimize Zoms
We're
for
gonna take
now.
just a 10-second audio break.
Yeah,
as
take a
I
look at
get
Spartans
our boy
Kings.
on
About
the
40
desk
seconds
here, so
remaining
it's
in
not
that one.
just my
No
voice
other
you'll
game
hear.
under a
You'll
minute.
get 2 casters.
We can watch this as the Spartans look to send this to a game 5. And yeah, as Carl isn't able to cast this one, I actually get to have some fun with it. So looking to control the ball, does get exactly the touch he wants, passing it across for a teammate. Unfortunately, it's a little bit hard to see the names since I'm not actually in it. So let's see how it goes. But the Akron Kings now 10 seconds remaining. Do get the 50 they need. Got to get a shot here if you're Carls. Needs to be now. It's not going to be enough. Even if this goes in, just 1 second left on the clock. And Spartans win this game 4, looking to send it to a game 5. Do just that. And this should be a series to remember. I'm really curious to see how this is going to go. So we're going to keep an eye on that one as it progresses. Now, if we want to go to 2 big screens, Toronto, San Antonio, and Rochester, San Diego are both extremely close.
Nero up to beat. Will. Fighter puts it towards that. Jack will save. 38 seconds.
Rochester, San Diego, and Toronto, San Antonio. Yeah, that's perfect.
Doesn't get the 100. It's big, awkward. Not great. This shot's going to come in and be missed. 2 players went at the same time.
10 seconds remaining over in Toronto.
Through a bump. Won't get it. Jack can go now.
Could be a threatening touch. Has going to put it to the corner.
We've already scored once on 0 seconds.
And San Antonio's going to let that drop go to overtime as Rochester's up by 1. 9 seconds remaining. San Diego needs something and they need it now. Not going to get it. A clear comes out. J-Bay puts it to the ground. Still up, and that's going to be Rochester taking it. Let's go full screen now to Toronto. Oh my goodness, and just as we do, Peach and Toronto are going to put this one away. Sean tosses it mid. Peach with a great shot to the corner, beats 2 that were in net, and that's going to be the game 1 to
take the space,
Toronto. All right, taking a look now. Cyan in this Akron Kings series. Decaf with 1 touch mid. Cyan, not even going to see what happens, but finds a way to put it in the net. And Akron is up by 1 in game 5, 4 minutes remaining. And here we have a game 5 is the best thing in sports, right? A winner take all situation. And looking over at the Chicago Titans series against Las Vegas as well, 50 seconds remaining in a 1-goal game. Yeah, as there's no audio on this one, I will also be casting. Really just a fun day of action for me, I suppose. As someone may be joining. Maybe we are getting a caster hopping in. As I'm not even sure which team is which. I think. Okay, that's going to be Las Vegas scoring because AK on the blue team is GM of Chicago. That's going to tie it up with about 20 seconds left on the clock. I believe it's game 1. It says 0-0 in the bottom. So looking to start it off hot. That's not good for the mental if you're going to be the Chicago Titans because giving up an equalizer and maybe a shot top corner. AK stops it though. Titans are fighting for their life. Las Vegas might have a shot to take it. Oh my goodness, they're awkward on the goal line. Not going to happen though. Nothing quite enough. Juxo does get the miss. Trichter collects in the midfield, gets 1, beats 1, looks for a bump, doesn't have. And now with 0 seconds left on the clock, as soon as this touches ground, we are going to be seeing overtime in game 1. But not if Lumity has anything to say about it. Gets 1 touch mid. It's still up. Trichter looking to keep it up for Chicago. And we're going to get an overtime match here. Starting off our series strong. Chicago gets the ball first. AK, the GM, with 1 touch. Not exactly what he's looking for. Juxo, though, going to look to hit on the counter. Also the GM. So the little GM versus GM battle, Juxo of the Las Vegas Bandits and AK of the Chicago Titans going head-to-head. Lumity tosses off backboard, could be threatening opportunity, shut down immediately by CT Nivlak. AK now left alone on 0, could be a tough spot. Great 50 from CT, looks for the shot, not gonna have it. Juxo though keeps it in, shut down. AK looking for a counter, still on 0. Gets a 50. Lumity now. 1 touch mid. Nothing coming of it. Shut down immediately. Could be moving back the other way quick. That's going to be a threatening miss. AK, though, keeps his team alive. Juxo 1 touch mid. Looking for control on the wall. CT Nivlak creating something. Not exactly what he was going for. Hose now could have an opportunity. Also, no, a lot of nothing. A lot of stalemate here in the midfield. A lot of 50s. Got it. Not quite enough support to really end any of these. And if we want to go to a quad screen here, Charlotte Comets and New Orleans Nightmares are also tied with about a minute remaining. Spartans Kings, two goals, minute left in game 5, overtime in this Chicago-Las Vegas series, keep your eyes peeled because there's action everywhere you're looking. Even in Toronto-San Antonio, it's going to be 1-1 as a shot comes in from CT, not going to end it in overtime. Great touch mid, shut down again by Las Vegas. 30 seconds, 0-0. And that's going to be a goal from Pineapple as we talk about it. New Orleans is going to be taking the lead in an indefinite situation. I mean, that's a great read, great shot, top corner. I believe that's game 5 as well. So now Charlotte is going to be fighting for their series as a goal comes in from Juxo. And game 1 is going to be going to Las Vegas, courtesy of their own general manager. That's a great shot. Exactly what they need. Yeah, take a look at the Charlotte Comets New Orleans game that has a caster. Thank goodness. Time to take a drink.
Pineapple was able to get a nice little goal there. Got a really good 50 and was able to just sneak it right in the top of the goal. As we see a possible shot at foul, just hit it over the crossbar there, and that is game with New Orleans going out 3-2.
And let's take a look now.
Honestly,
Akron could have another opportunity. 5 seconds left. Spartans keep it up, looking for a touchdown field. Don't have it. Carl gets the 50, but this one's going to be up. 0 seconds. Ball doesn't end, or game doesn't end until ball hits ground. That's 2 Akron players upfield. Carl could be left alone if the Spartans are able to get this counterattack. They're not. Decaf is going to find one for the road, and they're going to be taking the series in game 5. Take a look now at the Toronto-San Antonio series. Maybe leave the audio off because we do have comms on that, and sometimes fellas can be a little goofy, you know. Nice touch here. Has now looking to do it himself, gets a 50. Takeover on the other end of it. Chip threatening so San Antonio on the blue team, Has in the Toronto 6. So just like our Juxo and AK matchup, we have the 2 GMs facing off here, Takeover and Has. Has with the Toronto 6, of course. Takeover with the San Antonio Stallions. Is 50 from one of them, goes out to a challenge from another. Chega gets that downfield, does get a 50. Chip now could have an opportunity. And I mean, if you're San Antonio, you lost in a 3-minute overtime, you're down by 1 here. It feels like it's extremely close because it is. But I mean, if you go down 2-0 in a series, it's extremely hard to come back. Takeover looking to give his team a chance. Not going to get the touch. Maybe he went for a fake here, leaving to Shega the ball. Chip going to have a cleanup opportunity off the backboard. Peach left alone, gets a great beat. Peach is an incredible player. I believe he plays for Penn State. He actually knows the pommel horse guy, Steven Nedorozic. It was kind of cool because he also plays Rocket League and went to Penn State. As Tasheka not going to find the top corner. An unbelievable save from the 6. And that's going to be a 2-0 series lead for them. Let's look now at our Rochester-San Diego series. I believe this is game 1 of Superstar. Roster move coming in from San Diego this week, and a sub for Rochester is going to make this be a particularly interesting matchup.
But it happens. They still have the lead.
Oh, goodness, as, Rochester's going to be up 3-1 in this one.
Leaves. Doubles the lead, 47 seconds to play. Nave. Just connect what he wanted. We're chilling, though. We are chilling.
Let's go full screen to this Rochester-San Diego, as no other game has less than 250 on the clock.
Honestly. Power leaves.
And we're continuing the theme of GMs playing, as Power here is the GM of your Rochester Renegades. Congratulations to Bob the Huge Man for being selected to be a GM in MCS, a series that we are, a league that we are in close ties with. So if you don't know about them, you live in the Midwest, you're looking for another competitive LAN, looking for your chance to compete. Really cool way to meet people who also like Rocket League
Green sleeve, short pass.
Around the same part of the country. So check out MCS if you're from the Midwest.
And that will be game 1 to Rochester.
Let's go back to the all streams.
All good. All good. I don't know. He seems pretty good to me. I'm not going to call any of my players bad B-man. Don't let
Yeah.
them.
Shout out Ethan for stand-in for his team. Has New Orleans Nightmare go up 3-0 against the Charlotte Comets. Let's go full screen to Chicago and Las
the
Vegas.
corner.
So the series score is not updating.
Bumping hose out of the way.
Oh my goodness, we
Hose
have
bumping
casting.
CT's own teammate. Juxo putting it in after getting CT getting it past. AK
Yeah, this has
the
got to
last
be
defender.
not game 2. I'm sure this is like game 4 or 5 because most of our other series are on to Superstar and this here is professional. So there must have been some sort of delay, some overtimes. And without the series score being updated, it's hard to tell exactly where we're at in it.
Tricked her up.
But I would,
Centered. Knocked away by CT.
I would. Oh, actually, I believe that these teams,
Juxo
their
luckily didn't
Superstar
get
team might have
bumped. He's just
rescheduled to
sitting in the
play
middle of the
earlier.
net. CT
I could be making that up, but I think I saw something about that.
Lumini out mid. Hose to CT, knocking it down. AK with a nice knockaway. CT up. AK knocking it away with a clear. But Juxo able to keep it in.
I mean, yeah, I wish I knew who was casting, so we could. I guess we will after this game. As long as this isn't game 5, I can
knocking
ask
it away
them
into
what
the
the series
Hose
score is.
there, knocked away.
But if it is game 5,
get the
currently
game on
Chicago
board.
is losing by 1.
It's just Juxo and AK. Oh, Trickter coming out from behind him. Hose getting a reset. Not able to do anything with it. CT. Soft pop. Lumini being able to work around everyone. Trickter is going to be off back wall. 5 seconds for this Chicago team to be able to get one in. Are they going to be able to do it and take game 5 into overtime?
Oh,
It's
this is
still
game
up.
5.
AK with a catch.
Oh,
but
goodness, and I
drops
guess
it.
Las Vegas is going to be taking it. Let's go back to a bunch of our streams here. We got a lot going on at once. New Orleans takes the lead.
What I was gonna say though is when you pick up a player, especially as somebody who's GM'd or AGM'd in a different league before, when you pick up a player, even if they're not your main scorer anymore, somebody else can rise to the occasion. And it looks like Evan is really doing that here. 3 goals on 6 shots, just really targeting this defensive side. And even though Averted doesn't have any shots on target yet, if they're filling that chem space, which it really looks like they are, they're going to play well and they're going to take a lot of goals here.
Yeah, it seems like excuse me. It seems like they're playing very well around each other, rotationally, positionally wise as well. I just would like to hear what their comms are at this moment because as a GM, I hope they are, having really good comms and enjoying themselves. As we see Nate sneak that in with 11 seconds left, possibly
What a shot.
the goal to send us into overtime.
Man, that is an incredible play by Nate. It's always just beautiful Rocket League when you see a player that doesn't want to give up even when they're down. I believe they were down by quite a bit actually at one point.
1-4, I believe.
But to see Nate turning things around and really playing solid Rocket League is just beautiful to watch. Averted, the recent acquisition here, goes and gets the touch here to shove it back into the sidewall. Nate popping this high and over towards Evan. Evan gets the clear away. Nate takes another touch. Not really super beneficial. A lot of New Orleans bodies flying at the
Can we
ball.
take
there.
a
Not
small
lot of
glance
boost.
at our other
But
matches,
we are
see
gonna
exactly
see
where we're at?
OT here in game number 2. New Orleans having taken game number 1 here before we got.
Let's
into
go
the
to
stream.
two big cams
Averted.
here.
Takes a tough touch, puts it high. Evan's going to be looking for the
As
double.
we
maybe.
have-
No,
yeah,
can't
perfect.
quite get back to it.
Toronto looking for a sweep.
Has
This is
to lead
actually
this
game
for the
3, and they're
third
gonna get
round.
it.
Averted
Oh
is
my
looking
goodness!
for
A
the
full
boost.
field goal for
Takes a
Haz
wave dash,
is gonna.
gets
I
to the
put him
boost,
up by
can't
2
quite stay
in what I
alive. That's gonna
believe
be
is
high,
game 3.
mistouched. What a dive by Clashta. The 6th sense read to clear away another fantastic shot opportunity from New Orleans. And instead, we are going to continue with OT here, Dondo.
Dude, honestly, the pressure from New Orleans is insane right now. I feel like it hasn't left the blue half for about 30 seconds. Like it's everybody's getting really good shots, but Charlotte's
And
also
in our
getting really
bottom
good
right,
saves as
you can
well.
see
What's
the
gonna break
Atlanta
first?
Aces
Charlotte's
up
defense.
6-0
I
against
can't
the
speak. Charlotte's defense or our offense.
Buffalo
As we see-
Bandicoots. That are
Oh,
they are
Evan
playing with
really
a
good save there, clearing it out
in
for a possible pass
superstar with
play.
a novice
Nate able to
player.
control it, try to keep it on
So
their half.
playing
Blocky
2
with a
tiers
really
up
good
is
bump,
focus.
even averted by himself. Got a
Has
good
the
clear
mechanical
wall.
ability
Maybe
for
we can
it,
see who controls it
but
from the
it's going to
wall.
be
Evan, or not, sorry, Dre
it's
gets
going to be
bumped while
tough
Evan
positionally.
controls
The
that
game just
from
moves
the
so much
New Orleans
faster at a
half,
superstar level.
averted, corralling it,
Can be
maybe try to get one
essentially
more touch out
GC3
for
to
somebody.
SSL versus
Both
GC1.
missing, unfortunately, as we see a possible double from Dre. Just barely missed.
Rochester, San
Boss, I feel
Diego,
like they're just
1 goal,
switching
minute and a
places.
half remaining.
Like New Orleans has having
Let's
really
go
good
to 2
offense, and
big
now Charlotte's
screens.
also having that turn on offense. Like
Well,
it's a really good goal, or sorry, really good gameplay.
Well, and this is something I called out from the Pro Series, right? So the Pro Series, we had a lot of players who were taking deep clears. They really weren't getting a soft first touch. They weren't maintaining control of the touch or the control of the ball in general for possession. This is way different. We are seeing players who are taking a light touch followed off with either a backboard, a double opportunity, like here, Klashta getting a touch, putting it right outside the goal where a defender might have to elevate, dump a little bit of boost, clear it away, or at least try to clear away what could be a shot and then catch him off guard with that second. So it's just incredible plays from both sides, really looking for the extra touch, the extra little bit to get them over that hump. But both teams are playing just stifling defense. As I say, that averted, the recent acquisition puts it dead center on the goal, of which is going to be cleared away.
Really good
pass!
The perfect drop down pass puts Evan, your Game 2 MVP, by a metric mile. Puts their goal in. Holy cow.
Man, what a great play.
That is what I like to see.
Let's go full screen, or let's check out all of our options, see exactly what's going on here. Let's listen into the comments in New Orleans, kind of analyze that game with nothing too
really
close going on
rise
right
to
now.
the top here in Game 2, and another win here is a sweep for New Orleans in the Pro Series, or sorry, Superstar Series. I gotta put some respect on their names.
No, honestly, really good Rocket League coming out from both sides here. It was just a lot of back and forth with Evan.
I guess
just
Greensleeves gives this
hammering that
Rochester
ball
team a
in.
chance. If you want to go full screen, they have about 30 seconds left, down by 2, but scoring now to bring it just within that. Doing what they had to, but they got to do it twice more now.
20 seconds to play. Power, downfield, nobody there. Nave collects. The Frenchie. Waiting. Greensleeves back, 10 seconds. Will not have the double. Mythic goes again. Back to Nave.
Yeah, and that's going to be
Up
it
to
for San
Frenchie.
Diego. They're
Reset,
going to be
off
tying the
ceiling,
series
save.
1-1, moving into Game 3.
And
Check out the
game
other
2
matchups
to
that we have
San
going around the
Diego.
league.
There we go. Come on.
Let's go full screen as Grand Forks Spartans just scored on the Akron Kings.
Smokes on me to ready up.
And there's Carl, just finished playing his own series. Surely a little tired after that one. Taking a look in now, the Spartans going crazy.
Another one on net there. Grand Forks starting to run away with this Game 3 just a little bit. I obviously wasn't around to see Game 1, but this is probably closer to what it looked like.
Something about this matchup really worth noting. Akron in Superstar currently 4-0. Grand Forks currently 3-1. Both top 5 teams in the league. So the Spartans are looking to really make a name for themselves. This Akron team is even 12-4 in games. So they have rarely lost a single one, let alone actually been down in a series. And it looks like that's what they're going to be dealing with unless they can turn this one around quick. And Buffalo Bandicoots with a novice player playing have a great showing in this game too after losing by 6. Shout out Focus again for, oh my goodness, as Eli almost hits an unbelievable psycho.
Early off guard. Insane.
New Orleans had the upper foot coming into the second game. They had the score lead. Now it looks like Charlotte wanted
But
to.
Swax faked out by Focus.
Barry, though, gets it downfield. And crisis averted for the Aces. Bit of a scramble, bit of missed touches, not able to figure out what to do with the ball. As Wax forces a 50, focus on his
A minute
head,
and 15 left in
Eli's
both
gonna have
the
it now.
Spartans and Kings game exactly.
Robo, touch back well. Was that safe? It's looking to be that way. Robo can follow once again. Looks for an infield cut.
Let's go one big
Bumped off the
and
ball.
focus on the
50,
Atlanta
stuck
Buffalo
right corner.
series.
Eli hits it backwards.
Not
Barry
full
off the
screen, just one
backboard.
big.
Robo fakes it. Could have gone for that 50. Decides to just leave it. Now
And if you want to
Barry
switch,
cuts.
yeah, perfect.
Robo
Thank
could
you,
have had
producer
it.
man.
Miscommunication on the offensive end for the Aces. Still up a goal, so they can afford to make these mistakes.
And again, this Buffalo team, like
Still
even
give
keeping
up
it
the
this
lead.
close,
Now
this
Robo, double
Atlanta
reset.
superstar
Doesn't
team is
happen.
really, really
Wax
impressive.
takes it back.
So
Wax
Buffalo,
low.
even being here,
For
one
Barry,
goal,
though.
30 seconds
On
left with a
low.
novice player,
Takes it around two.
really,
Can Barry
really
get it
impressive.
big?
Shout
Can
out
Barry
Focus
find
for
the
his
goal?
performance.
He can!
Not quite going to be
Out
enough.
of his own quarter, chops through the defense at Mach 10. Eli tried to catch up from behind, tried to pester him. ISO tried to 50 him. They all tried to stop him. Not able to.
And Charlotte Comets,
another great
after
kickoff play.
losing
Now Focus
2
was
straight
ready
to
for it.
New
Swack
Orleans,
gets the touchdown
are
to the
going to be
right
up
side, and Barry will
5-0 in the first 2 minutes
Robo,
of
shot,
Game
is that
3.
on?
So potentially
No,
the
Eli
turnaround
has
that
it.
they needed.
Wax forces a 50.
No matter how much you
Nice
score, though,
ball
it still
to
is
find
only
the
one
midfield.
game.
Now
So
Barry
hopefully they
high.
keep some of that
ISO awkward. ISO
momentum
50.
moving into the
Focus,
future,
pass
moving into
it
the next
around.
couple games.
Swax 50. Barry has it now. Stuck in the corner. 2 seconds left. They need the goal now, and Swax denies them of such an opportunity as the Aces take game 2 and are looking to sweep. As they're keeping the ball alive, looking to once again ruin my stream schedule. It's
Let's go
fine.
full screen
It
to
happens.
Rochester, San
Robo
Diego.
shot. Can't get
Beautiful
The only
play.
game that's even
There's
happening
no
right now
result.
that's within 5
once
goals.
again for San Diego. Good touch from Mythic. Looks for a bump. Nave just needs to. Couldn't get there in time.
This is going to be 1-1
All
in
three
Game
San Diego
3.
players, 2 of them in the corner. All 3 are up. Frenchie does have to jump. Gets a good dunk on 1. Bob with a pop.
Rochester here, standing wise, 0-4,
To
but have a
Nave,
sub.
it's shut down.
So they're playing
Frenchie
hot.
Lucky
San
he's
Diego
academic.
is going to be
Mythic
1-3. So
catches.
with the way that
Oh my
Akron's
God.
and Grand Forks
Mythic.
team is 2 of the top
50.
5 teams. A couple of these are just a couple of the
Turnaround.
struggling ones. So
Sleeve.
this is a really good opportunity for
pass
either of
fade.
them to maybe get the momentum they need
Frenchie
to
has to give
start
chase. Shot.
turning around
Oh,
their
it's good.
season with a great
3-0, 2
pass
minutes to play.
from Green Sleeves. Great shot from Bob the Huge Man.
Come on.
The best names in the league. And Iwu going on his phone because his team is down 3-0. I would be doing the same. I would be doing the exact same thing. Cannot blame him.
Bob, wait.
Come on, indeed. Let's take a look
Power
at
gives
the
it the
Charlotte
green sleeves.
New Orleans series. I'd love to
Next
hear
to
what
him.
Boss and Dondo are
Mythic goes
saying.
missing. Dave will have to control. Just gets
Worst
50 out.
case scenario, right? If you're New Orleans, the worst thing you can do here is roll over and give up. I like to see New Orleans coming out with the mentality of, hey, we're going to keep scoring, we're going to keep doing what we can, and hopefully regain a little bit of mental here going into Game 4. I wouldn't even really apply too much pressure to yourself in trying to win Game 3 here. I would really focus on Game 4, but mostly focus on, okay, what's working, what's not. Let's make some adjustments and go from there. Averted. Isn't able to
Almost
get
an
the
unbelievable
touch they
shot.
wanted here. It's going to be high and too wide for Blocky to follow. Looks like Dre tried to follow, get the touch here. Quick elevation by Clash to shove it high into the side. Going to go off the backboard. Missed touch on the double touch. Leaves it in an awkward spot here as now Clashta has to take yet another dive back into the play and keep it alive. Evan gets through one. Gets into a 50 with the second, but not quite through as this bend.
Rochester scores again. It's going to be 3-1 up by with 1 minute remaining against San Diego. Let's go full screen to them. Only game within 4 goals, less than 3 minutes.
Followed for a very good shot without busting.
Iwukami here on the cast. Their GM again. So they were down 3-0. Now only down 3-1. Need something
Gets a
quick.
good 50.
But 40 seconds is 2 goals in 40 seconds. Lots of crazier things have happened.
Wastes off the clock. Nave. Oh, it's down.
And that's a great
3-0,
touch.
But not enough power. Wait, Greasleeves missed.
Oh, he misses in
Frenchie put it in,
Frenchie.
will. 25 seconds to play.
Green Sleeves with an unfortunate
Oh,
misread
now.
And
Hold on
Frenchie, maybe he lagged. That was a really, it looked like he almost just flipped late.
3-2.
And that's opening the door for San Diego to turn this one
Nice.
around. And kickoff goes exactly
Power.
how they need it, but
Save.
Power shuts it down.
Still not out of the woods yet, though. Mythic, oh. It's not the touch he wanted. Frenchie will control. Greensleeves does get the touch.
Great
Game is
read
up.
from Greensleeves.
I don't know.
10 seconds remaining. Not a lot of boost, but this is the
Mythic,
counter
Mythic,
they need.
He will
Nave
get
with a
it.
touch.
Back to Mythic.
Mythic!
Mythic to Frenchie.
Off the backboard, and Frenchie
Oh,
unable to get the
Just
shot. It's going to
barely.
find the ground.
Everybody's got another 0-second goal, dude.
Oh, almost an unbelievable counterattack. As speaking of counterattack, the Milwaukee Vortex are up 4-2. Oh, never mind. It's a 1v1 between Ari and Zoms. Shout out Ari and Zoms, not the Milwaukee
The
Vortex.
minor adjustments, nothing too drastic. I mean, games 1 and games 2, it worked out pretty well. You know, let the game naturally come to them, and hopefully they can regain going into game 4. I mean, they did score 3 goals. They were shut out at one point, 4-0? And then they've come back. I know it's 6-3, which isn't that much of an improvement, but when you go from being shut out to 3 goals on the board, you really remind yourself and your teammates, hey, we can score 2. Don't worry about it. Let's go get back after it.
Oh yeah. I mean, still being able to get really good shots on target, able to come back with 3 goals, only with a 3-goal
And
deficit.
perfect as the
They just have
Akron
to figure
Kings
out
here,
what
the
they
bottom
need to do to
right,
stop either those double commits, stop the
down by
mistouches
2,
or whatever.
1 minute left.
Was really like keeping
Down by
them from
3.
scoring more goals or getting scored upon. So we'll just see what kind of adjustments they make and going into this game 5 or game 4. Sorry.
And worth noting again, Akron Kings in the bottom right are your number
Don,
1
dangerous
seed in
spot if you
Superstar
are
right
short,
now.
for sure.
Grand Forks
Yes,
Spartans
you
are your
just got
number
rid of
5,
game
and
with
they're
the
looking to make a
other side. You're down. You
statement.
just won game 3, 6-3.
Spartans
But
up
you're still down
4-0 with a
Any
minute
game from
remaining.
Here is elimination, you know.
It seems like your number 1
There is a
team
lot of pressure to be
has
had.
fallen unless an unbelievable comeback is able to be
Really
mounted
good for them,
here.
though, 6-3
Something,
against a team
nothing
that
short of a miracle
just
will
did-
do it for
or
you now for
I
the
don't say
Akron
they did really
Kings.
well. They went into overtime and lost by 1, but you know, both teams going that hard on that game too, and then able to come out 6-3, even if they are down in the series, might also give them that little ride that they need to possibly take this series as well. If New Orleans loses that momentum they were gaining in that back half, as we see Evan with a possible double tap here.
Brother, I
Clash
thought
was
Evan
able
was
to
going to
get
get a redirect touch off that player's defense. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of faith in that shot.
Let's go full screen
that
now
would've been
to our
a really
Akron
good first shot coming out from
and
this 4th game.
Grand Forks
As we
Spartans
see
for the last
Back
30
from-
seconds. Let's hear what Carl has to
Calster
say.
with a little chirp saying they used up all their shots in game 2. That might be true. But in the sake of time, this one's over. I am going to leave, and I'm going to
Yeah, that's how I feel
Plus
too.
lobby.
Fair
I
enough.
assume
Let's
that
take
they
a
have
look
gotten
now.
going.
Atlanta and Buffalo. Buffalo looking to avoid the sweep. Again, playing with a novice player. Keeping it even just to 2 goals is really impressive. Let's go to Conjur's stream and switch the audio there as well.
Swax, back wall. Focus, awkward. Robo. Force it to 50. Now Barry fakes one out. Oh, man. That is devastating if you're on the side of Bandicoots. You really need that touch to
Focus. Looking for a
spark the
double. Not able
offense
to find
right
it.
there, but just not able to find it. Now Eli. His touch. Denied. ISO mid. Oh, this could be another goal. No, but 20 seconds left. You have to convert this ball to the Bandicoots, and Robo's played that in field. That is lovely. Way to find the open space. Now, Swax
should be
is not
live with his
confident enough to
world-class
shoot it.
team
It doesn't matter.
pretty soon
The
as
Aces
well.
are
If
up
you want to
2
get
with
eyes on
5
that one as
seconds remaining,
again.
and they have found a sweep on the Bandicoots today. Big win.
I believe this is our
Aces.
first world-class
Guys, I
matchup
don't even
of
get
the night.
opportunity to say GG's.
You want to check up on if Zoms or
I'll check
AK
this
have either of them have a
And
world-class
I
team
wait
playing at the
for their
moment?
first game to be done. Where is Robo?
Oh, I'm a
They
knower.
just started, I think, game 2. That
Oh
is
my
so
goodness, a minute in. Look at me, I'm a genius.
Nationals pretty cool, though. But you got Superstar, which is also pretty cool. So that's all right. But anyways, yeah, very high competition either way.
Yeah.
Can we glance at whether AK's live? His world-class team actually acquiring the first professional player in CSA, the S5 Cosmic.
But, you know, for a sub-in, Pixlr is going to be throwing those shoes in pretty
Perfect.
well. Pixlr, of all the people,
They should be up in
probably
a
our
little
best
bit here.
option, realistically. Juju has some large shoes to fill, so trying to make do with what
I'm
we
pretty.
have.
Pixlr subbed in for Milwaukee last week. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, Pixlr subbing for the Denver Shred. Shout out Pixlr, friend of mine.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, Sean bar down.
No,
I hit a perfect
Pixlr, I'm
shot.
sorry for the
Undeleted.
caster
Nice
curse. It's
shot.
my
Nice
fault,
shot.
Pix. It's my
Nice
fault,
shot, bar down
brother.
on Sean.
Won't let it happen
Sorry,
again.
I need to flex because my achievements cabinet has cobwebs in it. So
Let's go full screen to Charlotte and New Orleans
On the goal
as
line
New Orleans
back
looking to take
pass
the
to catch your
series.
goalkeep off guard. Your goalkeep was definitely caught off guard. If they would have been able to put that on target, that's a goal. I'm not going to lie. That is disgusting to take right there in front of your opponent's goal with no room for error. I mean, that requires a lot of faith in your team for sure. Averted. Popping it high and off the backboard here. Evan elevates quickly. They're going to try and keep this alive. Very favorable waterfall. No! Averted with the bad read. And Blocky tries to put it back on target. And instead, difficult spot that New Orleans finds themselves in. That could have easily been the dagger. 2 goals up with a minute 30 left to be played is a difficult spot to overcome. And instead, the redirect opportunity cut out. Dre keeps this play alive here. Blocky off the ceiling. No boost for the follow. Is able to clear this away. Nate has control. Klashta underneath. Blocky unfazed by the offensive presence. They weren't able to get the demo, so instead, New Orleans still has control of this game here. Dre gets the high pop. It's going to be center. Averted underneath. No, that's going to be drop center. Need to get it cleared away. Evan, dangerous spot here. Oh, perfectly slotted by Dre in the top right to equalize game 4 here.
Yeah, it seems like Evan jumped off just a tad bit too early. Got him a little off center, wasn't able to get that save, but a really good position or shot positioning coming out from Charlotte. Top right corner, really hard to save if you're not in the right position. As we see Blocky with a pinch coming off the sidewall, was able to get a second touch. Get a clear from Charlotte. Averted trying to get another touch, but gets demoed. Blocky tried to get a pre-flip touch to mid. Ooh, what a great pinch coming out from Nate against Evan, as Averted's able to get a really good touch out. Blocky trying to get another one, as we see New Orleans trying to establish their offense here. Dre with a really good control in the air. A possible was able to just barely get that save coming out from New Orleans. Another overtime going into game 5. You couldn't ask for more, boss.
This ball still hasn't touched the ground yet. It finally does, and yes, you're not wrong.
And we're gonna go multi-stream as we got 3 games, a minute and a half left or less, all within one goal.
Can take the dub here for this.
We'll take you to the audio of whichever goal happens.
MVP.
We'll go straight to it as soon as we
put
can.
Averted on the front.
Oh goodness, we got EMP'd.
In your teammate, you let the ball go, but the fact that he's like, look, you cover high, I cover
6
low,
seconds left for the
that
Denver
level of
Shred.
thought
Gotta
process
happen
this
now.
late in the game when so much
They
has
do get a
occurred, so
shot.
much has
Shut
happened.
down from Katamak.
Oh, there it is. Evan puts the series away for New Orleans.
What a great
room with this ball. There's a really good 50 out mid. Kato does well to stand us back with first on at the ball, but
Let's go back to
Milwaukee
boss.
let it hit the ground and they take game 1.
and Charlotte tonight.
I was
And
hoping we would
I
get
will go
the
talk to my team
replay
real
of that
quick
one
if we're gonna
there.
Talk to stream for 2 seconds.
For sure. I gotta get lobby info actually for this world class team. I
do want to say I would like us to try to get the replay of goals, especially like game winners like that. So if we could at very least stay multi-stream, not go full screen to another. Sorry.
Stingers here from CSA. Nice shout out for CSA here. They have been fantastic in the opening week. We have a lot of great action to be watched. If you're not enjoying what you're seeing here, there's 3 or 4 more games live on the CSA website, right, or on the CSA Twitch right now. So definitely tune into them. Go watch that. Shout out to Rob. Thanks for putting this all together. But I'm going to go ahead and start working on getting lobby info from this world-class lineup, and hopefully we can catch some incredible gameplay.
From Grand Forks would have been a great opportunity for them, as now Cajunator has the ball on a string going the other direction. Ghosty popping that up for the last. Busy has to jump, but he's gonna just go missing. Cajunator maybe with a redirect chance. Almost
Oh my
had him,
goodness.
gets 50'd.
We got a bunch of
Keep patrolling his
really
last
close. Because a
man,
shot
waiting for
goes
him to
in.
go.
If we can take a look over at the Has stream here, we can get some audio as well on the
Fucking
game winner
car. That's crazy.
or loser. Game loser. It's gonna be tough for him. I'm not as
Tie
excited
game
as I
here.
expected.
Busy gonna play the backboard. Cajunator is gonna be able to go, but is beat then by a Grand Forks player. 2 players in net here for Akron is easily cleared away. 20 seconds left. Will this game go into OT? Ghosty probably not able to follow this one. Tox maybe with a solo play opportunity from him. Tries to pop over one, but that's going to be blocked away by that Akron defender. Cajunator was back there. Ghosty now with a shot opportunity. That one's going to be just saved away by Tox. Good shot and good save from the 2 players. I'm assuming Ghosty will let this one fall. It's actually going to stay up. Assuming this one goes into overtime. As we have an electric game 1. Both of these
Oh,
teams
and
already
Chicago
playing evenly.
Titans world class again, featuring our first ever professional player.
Starting off in game 1 overtime, Ghosty with the kickoff in his favor.
But losing in game 1.
But a shot maybe coming in here from
Oh
Cajunator.
my goodness! Oh, the name's wrong. They're winning. That was that's the player.
Wall has another touch
Cosmic.
from him. Busy gonna be able to have a shot here, and that is
What a
almost a
read.
miraculous save from Mace, but Busy able to clean up the wreckage here in game 1. What a win from Akron. Could have been maybe a better shot, almost a crazy save from Mace, but nonetheless, congrats Akron for winning Akron. I keep saying that.
Back in similar situation, they're down by 2. Never try to have to claw their way out. A hole yet again.
Players who are just incredible in all facets of the game. Oh, wow, what a read by Monster to see that control from 4 off the ceiling. Instead, Haha tries to get
One
up to
full
fours,
screen to our
but with
overtime.
no boost. Fours is in a dangerous spot here. Remix drops it down to Phoenix. Phoenix can't even speak.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Did you just say feet picks? No,
Feet picks. That's
Oh,
crazy.
Phoenix for CSA, I suppose.
Fours underneath the ball here. Not a lot of boost. Opts to split the 50. That pops high in center. What a touch by Aqua to shove it through the defender. Looking for a double tap off the backboard, but can't quite get back there. Instead, Aqua, no boost, pops it up over the second. Fours is going to put that high. The bump on the goalie.
Great bump.
The shot on by Haha. That's not a joke. It's goal number 3 here for this game. And now I got to find out what the series score is.
Sorry, the way you said "ha ha."
Let's take a look here
Shot
at
from
Las
Ha Ha.
Vegas and Chicago.
All right, 1-0.
1-0. Hey, me
As the
reset.
Chicago Titans are just toying with them here. Wow.
Yeah, teams are wrong on the overlay. That's gonna be Chicago Titans up 3.
Great pass by Cosmic to Mango.
I'm curious to see what the scoreboard of that's looking like, because this is again Cosmic's first game, and Bryant and these Chicago or Las Vegas Bandits are not an easy team to be up 3-0 against. I'm curious to see the impact that it looks like Cosmic is having versus everyone else too, and it should be really curious as Corrupt puts one in to keep it a little closer.
But I think, and Mango was telling me that maybe the pace of play that Cos likes to play with might be well suited to world class, because he's a very, very fast, aggressive player, and I think how much slower Superstar was catching me off guard. As that game will end, with
Well, if we want to, yeah, let me make sure we can see the scoreboard on that first.
Volt, 50s through the middle, looks for a bump on Goose. Doesn't really get
Could
what
be
he
full
wants.
screen to Chicago for just a
He's in
minute.
through this corner.
Perfect. So Cosmic with both goals, but
Back
both
to him.
assisted.
Power.
2 saves, nothing too crazy. 500 impressive, but
Goose's turn now.
good job. We'll see. I'm curious to see how that
Out
series
goes,
goes.
Ricky shoots. Just high.
Let's
Cruncho
go
needs
full
this
screen
touch.
to
Power
our
wasn't on target anyways.
exactly my king. The
Fluffy
producer knows
third.
before I even do. Shout out Blizzy,
Touch away.
the greatest of
Power
all
can control
time.
for the moment. Easier for Goose. Volt, somebody needs to go. Cruncho will. Goose gets the demo on Fluffy. 2v2 for a second. Downfield. Cruncho. Volt was looking for a redirect. Will just stay on and gets a beat. Goose. Kind of gives it away to Fluffy, who will shoot. Saved. Volt. Finish. Volt. Ooh, the dunk. Almost there. Good speed from Goose. And it's downfield. I don't think it's on. Power would have to tuck it in. Volt saves! Huge whiff from Fluffy. Goose will turn.
Worth noting, this Rochester team has their GM Power subbing up
Someone has to cut. It'll be Fluffy. Cutting with his
against
boots
the
there,
number one
just
or
cruising
tied for
along,
number
14
one
to
team
play.
right now,
Tricky.
San Diego
Off the
World
wall.
Class.
Left wall, still on it. Still some boost. Looks for a ground pinch. Fluffy saves. Now Volt's turn. Gets it past one. Volt. 50. Oh, it was going in.
Oh my goodness, and a huge goal comes in against Toronto,
going
San
in.
Antonio. What a reset.
Fluffy.
Fake musty
Left
by
wall.
Leonis.
Dunked immediately by Tricky.
Oh my goodness, and Night Fang with an unbelievable follow puts him
The
up
speed coming out from
2-0.
Rochester's been
They
great.
need
Not
that
getting
after
close
losing the
any
first game
time.
in the series. And Mace with a great
Cruncho
shot.
waiting.
Full screen to
Upfield.
Spartans and Kings.
The information that
Bang.
As well. Cruncho. Do it to him. Reset. Under one. Fluffy.
Goal
touch.
coming in
Over
from
two and
Charlotte.
just out of reach of the third.
Yeah, I feel like New Orleans, they both try to dive, and unfortunately,
Good dunk. We should.
And this has
still
got
be
to
able
feel like no
stay on
matter
this.
what, kind of a
Power's kinda
win if
awkward and Volt
you're...
will just score.
I mean, ironically,
2-1,
it's not a win,
lead.
right? But it's got to feel okay if you're Rochester playing with a sub up from the tier
Go.
below, going to overtime with a team that's 4-0. So you feel confident moving forward, even if you do end up losing that one
I
game.
am rock hard.
All right, thank you, Ethan. Oh, Spooky in chat said it to Ethan. Wonderful.
Connects, please. Let's go. Come on. Two more games.
All right, let's
Two
go
more
take a
games.
look at Grand Forks and Kings. Spartans down 1-0 in the series. Down 1-0 in the game as well. Looking to make it 2-0 as Cajanator almost hitting a fantastic double tap. Milwaukee takes a 2-0 lead in world class. In our bottom right, Denver Shred now will have to reverse sweep. That's also the thing that the Kings are looking to do, but up by one with just a minute remaining in game two, it's going to be tough. This Spartans team are no slouches. Let's see, and the only game with less than a minute 50 remaining, also the only one goal game. Let's go full screen to Grand Forks and Kings. Gonna get a pass mid, doesn't quite. Water now looking to do it himself, also can't get the touch. Tox off backboard. Nobody's gonna be
coming
there.
out from Aqua here. Man, this
Brother,
is
any other
Great.
tier, and I would be like, oh, I'd be out of my seat. I'd be taking.
Unbelievable double tap from Aqua XO. And yeah, taking a look at, I mean, Spartans fighting for their life. 0 seconds now on their own back wall, essentially out of boost. Tox has to do it himself. Doesn't get the pop touch he needs. Akron now going to be up 2-0 in the series.
Defender, and with Haha Boo getting an accidental touch here from the defender, Phoenix is going to be able to. Oh no! Haha swats that away and just clears away a joke of a shot. Apparently,
I hate you.
Haha is
Corny
easily my
dad
favorite.
puns coming out from Boss here.
Haha is easily my favorite player by far right now. I'm not even kidding.
As we see Aqua try to get a play established coming out the corner. Phoenix able to get a stop to it, get two pretty good 50s, remix with the outlet pass, give his team a little bit of time. Four is able to corral it back into the corner, not able to get that second touch as Aqua tries to take a shot with a possible pass going to Boo. A really good save coming out from Phoenix. Man, it's hard to cast world class, honestly, boss. It's just so back and forth. You know, it's touch here, touch there, pass there, and great touches coming out from both sides. As we see, Charlotte was able to get that game 2, taking the series to 1-1.
Well, and you're good. I mean,
Let's see what else we got going on. Chicago here, up by 1 minute remaining.
To be fair, that is being a little disingenuous to the Bandits, as this series is still close, but I don't know if they need to demo Cosmic off the goal line.
Oh yeah, Cosmic with 800 points. My
Stop
goodness.
him like they were early in game 1, but they need something, because when he's back, they're just not scoring. And his challenge timing is so good, and I don't know what is happening, but that is a goal. It's like 20 people fake this.
It's a crazy fake pass.
I'd be too happy with that one.
That little touch by Cosmic just slowed everybody down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really interesting to see how the Chicago team ends up doing.
How well Mango and Cause are playing their roles.
I mean,
It looks like the Titans will take game 2.
I'm curious to see if
Mango
this
just sat there.
Vegas
Shoot
team is
at
going to
me,
be able to
Cosmic
take
reached
some
up,
games
Mango
off
puts it
of
up.
them.
They hit it into each other, and the ball's still up. A pop from Cosmic. Cause is still up. A backboard touch. They really want this goal and a fake touch, but it will not come to anything. The Titans.
That's going to be a goal come through for the Kings. They do have a sub right now, Ghosty, playing in for them. And I mean, Ghosty, I think he's the second highest salary sub that we have in CSA. And he, in my opinion, he did really well in the 1v1 tournament, losing to eventual finalist.
I'm not
So I
sure
think
if
he's
that
making
rubber
a statement,
banded or
looking for
what
a
happened
roster
there.
spot this season.
But Remix just threw his body in front of it and was able to mess up Aqua a little bit and not able to get that save.
well, and Aqua had just enough of a touch that it actually changed the color of the trail on the ball. So we know contact was made. I don't know if it was just with a tire or what was going on, but they weren't able to actually clear that away. And goal number 1 does indeed go for Charlotte. New Orleans, though, responding rather quickly, putting the pressure on immediately. Haha.
Just playing the miss
Oh, Cruncho.
of Tricky. though.
Again, this Rochester team with a sub, Power playing up. Power, as a part of that 0-4 superstar team going into this week, is now taking a game off of the #1 team in world class.
Not the greatest opportunity for
Or at
him.
least on
Power
pace
needs his
to.
touch. Will miss it. Fluffy gets a bump. Volt leaves it for Cruncho. Can he get back to it?
Oh,
50
can't
still.
spell Cruncho without Unk.
Oh my God,
My
Cruncho's so
29-year-old
good.
king.
Volt Destroyer towards net. Go in. Pitched away from Power and Goose. Infield. Fluffy. Back to him! Come on. Come on.
Great
Oh,
pass
1-2
made, a
from
great
Crunchy
pass
to
back.
Fluffy. Crunchy. Cruncho.
Crunchy.
3-3. They claw all the way back. 2 goals under a minute. Looking to add one more. Beautiful save from Power. That one was going in. Bolt. That ball trying to bounce out. Goose still on it. Decent. Should be Fluffy first to it. No, Power will beat him.
Oh, great beat
Cruncho's
from
still
Power.
back, but Power doesn't get the touch. Looks for a bump. No. We stay in this. Goose to Tricky. He shoots. Good composure from Fluffy. OT in game 2. I want a heart rate monitor for when I'm watching. Volt controls. I still have not ate today yet.
Let's go full screen or see what other
Pinch.
games are happening
Ceiling pinch.
as well. As San Antonio, is that going up
Oh,
2-0 or is that the series
What
for
did
him?
Volt do? He'll get beat. Does get the demo. Should allow us some time to get back.
Spartans and Kings 1-1. San Antonio Super World Class ends up sweeping, and the Las Vegas Bandits, after losing 2 straight games, are up 3-0 in a minute and a half, showing new signs of life.
Cruncho, dunked out. Tricky, up for the dagger.
Oh, reset. Come on, Trick.
Dunk. Volt needs this. Cruncho comes over, bails him out. Beautiful Team D. Good bump, and Fluffy tees off on that.
Bang, let's go full screen as Busy looks to do it himself.
With 40 seconds left, exactly what his team needed.
Not a good enough goal for anyone in the lobby to watch, I guess.
Power a bit awkward. Still kind of awkward.
As Vegas is up 4-0 in
ball.
Game 3.
There we go. See, look, that's what I was
Denver
talking about.
takes Game 1, avoiding a sweep
From Volt.
in the bottom middle.
This will be a bang, but Power gets it off.
Let's go 2 big screens here as Spartans are fighting for their life. 20 seconds left on the clock. Ghosty subbing in for the Akron Kings, looking to sweep.
Good bump.
An established team, frankly.
Mid shot is in.
As Rochester with an upset, even taking a game, in my opinion.
We double commit.
Cagenator looks to end it all, but kept up.
Maybe a redirect. Mace gonna get a good pop. Talks with boost and can
Talks
hit
has
this
an
again,
opportunity.
But I
Gets
don't
the
think
reset.
any other players are here. Cagenator for sure will be a free double.
Oh my
That's
goodness,
actually
what a
still
save.
Hit, but Ghosty gonna knock that one down, and
What a
that's
dig
going
to keep that
be
ball in the air even.
for Akron versus
And that's going to be a sweep for Akron.
Clean sweep for my Akron Kings. Absolutely huge for them.
Redirected a little bit one way or a little bit another. We see so often defenders will actually just almost go for a psycho, shoving it off the backboard.
Oh, remix. Come on. Oh my goodness. That's my former CRL teammate. Love watching him play.
It is
Just a really, really special player.
In any tier of play to come back from a 2-goal deficit, let alone against arguably some of the best players on the planet. Monster gets the pop high.
And Bryant and the Las Vegas Bandits go from 2 straight games, scoring I think 1 goal in total, to being up 5-1.
Game 3 is
figuring
pretty
something
much in
out
the
here.
record books here as Charlotte
Las Vegas
takes a
seems to have
2-1
found a rhythm.
series lead over New Orleans.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure out what they did in that first series, if they have to recollect themselves, if there's, miscommunication or.
Nope. That's so funny.
Cruncho
Boss said,
double?
yeah, be quiet, Dante.
Oh, it was really good. Fluffy's turn. Goose meets him.
I mean, in Rochester taking a game, losing game 1 in overtime too, has got to feel like they've got this. And if you're San Diego and you're supposed to be 4-0, the #1 team in world class, a dude who's 0-4 in Superstar subs up and is playing you this tight, I mean, there's got to be some frustration coming out. Obviously, no match you're supposed to win, but you can feel that way sometimes, and that's unavoidable. But coming back from it is a skill, so we'll see how they respond mentally.
Fluffy looks for one more. Cruncho will go. Fluffy.
Down to this game, no goals.
Take a look at Milwaukee Vortex looking to complete the sweep. Zoms, one of my favorite casters that we have.
Oh no.
If I may be a little biased.
In fact, he even finds himself a 50-50, but Katamak once again is able to collect this ball. Pinched away, Pizza's able to take advantage of that space and at least get a good challenge time. But Sean shutting it down immediately.
Sean, Katamak, and Daffy are a newly built team as well, opening up cap space in Chicago. Chicago sent over Sean and Daffy to this Milwaukee team. So brand new, looking to make a statement already in their first match together.
In fact, this is going to be some low boost defending. What a save, though. That cut was very desperate.
Katamak and Sean were a part of 2/3 of a team in our combines
second part of his
before this season that ended up going 10-0.
I don't think anybody's ready. Speaking of top of that, here
in
it
a
is.
King of the Hill
Right,
combines.
no Pizza.
Great save
Gets
from
back in
Pizza.
time. Pinch into the side while Sean pop up.
Really know each other well, play well together.
Hang on to this one. Kato
And there's that chemistry I was just talking about.
Saved this time by Pixlr.
Oh my goodness, almost unbelievable
They're
play
hanging
from
on
the two
the
of
by a
them.
third right now. They're still not out of the woods. Daffy keeps it in. Pixlr having to respect the bump, but is able to maintain possession of this ball. Just 50 Sean off of it, but not able to 50 Kato. Daffy doesn't make contact. Pizza gets the flip reset, but he doesn't really have the boost to follow it. Sean tries to give it to himself, but just finds Pixlr in the midfield. Sean again on the ball, trying to find Daffy this time. Wasn't really able to do much with it. Now a lot of time
Take a
and
look
space on
at
this ball.
where our other games are as well.
In midfield, Sean's at least able to get a 50 off of it. Pass Kato into himself in the corner. Pixler is able to get a hand on it, but it trickles midfield. But there's a demo on the striker, and nothing comes of it.
And the Atlanta Aces are up 2-1 in their series against the Buffalo Bandicoots at the moment as well.
There's no one thing you can really fix. There's just some
Off the
basic concepts you can
crossbar.
target,
Finding the
but
back of the net is
all in
divine.
all, there's a
And they're
lot
going to
that
need
they're
that
gonna
if they want to
figure out.
stay
Like, hey,
alive in this series.
Why is this Charlotte team able to get so many passes? Why are they able to elevate it over our defenders on the back line?
This Milwaukee and Denver series, as Milwaukee goes up by 1 with a minute left.
For so long that finally Pixler or whoever was left on the
Great
defensive
bump,
end,
great
it's so
shot.
awkward to make that last ditch save, and with a minute left in this one, that goal.
My God! That is some high-level gameplay. Rome leaves it for Hexy. Luke looks for
Oh,
bumps.
that is an
There's no
unbelievable
1-2
fake.
bump. They weren't even ready for the first idea. Layers on that play to get another 2-goal lead.
Oh my goodness! Double tap
Now,
from Monster.
3, can we?
Monster is just head and shoulders above the rest of the lobby right now. To
Oh
place
my
that
gosh,
is
what a
perfect
shot.
placement.
Getting it
I don't
under
know
the
if you could place
squishy
that shot
even.
any better.
Monster's just a monster. I don't know what to say. You know,
And I mean,
it's
Denver
just-
Shred
they
playing for
have
their
to try
series
to
life now.
Contain him, stop him from letting him. Do
Let's
what he wants
go.
to
Let's
do.
go full
I
screen
feel
to
like
the
in
Denver
order
Shred
to-
with 30 seconds left.
I'm
They
talking
need
like that
something
was the
soon.
game-winning goal. We still don't know yet, Zoms. There's still 20 seconds left.
Yeah, and we've seen how much magic can be done in these last moments of the game. He's just trying to aggress. It's in the corner. This is exactly where he needed to be, but Denver Shred need to take that last step. Sean is keeping it close. In fact, faking.
Great
Now,
fake from
Aces
Sean.
have to do some more. He's just trying to bring it back. Vibes find the boost. It's going to be important. It's maybe a chance here. Throws it
Pass
up.
out. Pizza with an opportunity. Pixler not going to have it.
Down. It might just find its way to the ground, but it's going to be launched across the entire length of the field. Ace goes missing, and the ball
Milwaukee takes
finds
the
its way to
series.
ground. Milwaukee taking the.
And they've got to feel good. Again, that team very new, just built. Got to feel good. Atlanta Aces here.
He tries to cut the lead in half.
We're going
once
to take
again,
their
but
series
Luke
as well.
To Hexy to the net. Back wall. No, denied. Divine though can't get a touch, and Luke's there. As now it's just a 4-goal lead. Not the touch Divine wanted. Maybe wanted it into the corner, but that's the problem when the
Perfect.
Aces are
55
playing
seconds
so
remaining
fast off the
as
back
it's
wall.
just a formality
And
for these final
everything's
55
an actual
seconds.
threat. You
While this
have to
Buffalo
respect it. You
Bandicoots
have
team,
to
they
get there
are playing
before
with a
them.
sub,
It leaves
I
much to be
believe,
desired
for their
on the side of
first
the
round
first
player.
touches. Now Void.
But as you see,
Something
45
quick.
seconds left in a 5-1
The
game
Bandicoots
there,
for a
and
chance to stay
about a
in this
minute left
series,
in a
need
5-1 game
anything,
as
but
San
Hexy
Diego
looks
has
for a double denied.
responded
Now
with
Rome,
power
mid, Luke
against
takes
power
it out.
in
Hexy
Rochester.
now his touch looks for a mid. Still nobody's
Monster
there.
doing
And
it
now
all
an
bottom
opportunity.
left.
The
Charlotte's up
Bandicoots,
4-0.
Divine able to get a touch on that.
And
Strange one. I'm
after
not sure if he
three
actually touched that
one-sided
from
games in the
face, so it doesn't
Vegas
really matter.
Chicago series, the
Still,
first two for the Titans, the second or the third for the Bandits, it seems that they've kind of met their match. Both teams settling in, responding to the moves that each has made, and 1-1 with 2 minutes left.
Well, that is not on pace. That is not what you want to see. If you're the
Yeah, let's go full screen to Vegas and Chicago, the only game within 3 goals, or even with more than a minute left.
This game is still tied as Cause. It's a hell of a shot. Straight to the corner boost. Does he have a flip here? He does not. But who?
Bryant just sending it downfield.
I feel like I'm with 2 friends watching Rocket League, you know? It's almost a great touch comes in. Las Vegas is again just fighting for their life here. Chicago can afford to lose this. They don't want to, but even if they do, they still have another chance, right? Up 2-1 at the moment. If you're Las Vegas, 1 minute remaining, you kind of got to feel like this is. I mean, you quite literally need something.
As the fake.
Oh my goodness, an unbelievable fake.
That is a shot Cosmic will want back. Mango getting pre-jumped gets.
Oh my goodness, Mango.
My words are getting slurred now. That is
Hooks are pinch try
Gio.
by
Oh
Geo.
boy. Yeah, I don't want to see that, but they slow down. You're not that guy. Don't do that again. Ever again. Mango will get beat here. Cause will be back. Let's throw it away to Bryant.
Uh-oh.
Cosmic is on the
Bryant
way.
now gonna have the
Mango will
ball with
go.
boost and
Bryant.
control. Oh my goodness! On Cosmic's head.
Little bounce off that post.
I mean, and if you wanted to feel like this is yours for the taking, like that's former #1 ones player in the world. You're taking it straight at him, saying, "I want this more than you do," and giving him a 1-goal lead with 45 seconds
Why
remaining.
can't you be like us?
Shout out Bryant. Also top 12 CRL performance a couple splits ago. So
But with 30 seconds
he may
left,
not technically
first sweep
have the
is on.
accolades yet that Cosmic does, and he might not have the rank, but he is not one to shy away from a challenge, as you see here.
Corrupt recovers,
Bryant
but it
with a
is
block.
open again. Mango.
Oh, Bryant goes for boost. Or is that Geo off the demo? Someone went boost and it made it really tough.
Captain. Oh my.
I think they might have been able to get back.
My captain. Sorry, that's enough glazing. Go ahead.
As Mango ties it up with about 20 seconds remaining. Down to the final 2 series of the night. Let's get a remaining full screen here with Chicago and Las Vegas. Let's make sure we get that casting audio up as well.
Gets a double. The ball is still up. Do we want to keep it up? Nope. Brian also says no.
And going into overtime, our other series has about 3 minutes remaining. 4 minutes, 2-0 right now in this game for San Diego. If they end up winning it, they do take the series. Chicago
that is open.
looking to end it, and Kaz might do just that. Oh, and it's off an unfortunate Geo own goal. Oh, not the double tap to himself, off of the double tap to himself.
Just like that.
Is about as unlucky as you could ever get.
One way to end it.
Geo's gonna want that one back. I mean, I guess we can go full screen now to Rochester and San Diego. San Diego up 3-0 a minute in, already up 2-1 in the series.
Triple commit.
It's gonna be our last series of the night. No matter how this goes, this is gonna be ending it. And
4-0.
Rochester's now got their work cut out for them if they even want another game here.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. I don't have to cast the rest of this. This series is over.
Shout out Iwu.
World Class gonna go 1-1. So they lose their undefeated streak. Whatever. They get it back.
I know he's feeling good. His world-class team has been the
front show.
He's had a couple things that are tough in novice. The tier he's playing in. A couple things not go right in some other spots, and so he's really enjoying his world-class team success. And as you can see, the next generation is absolutely cooked. He's so brain rotted. He's on Instagram Reels already. Oh my goodness! Doesn't even see Volt put it top corner.
That's nasty, Volt. Come on. You saw the kickoff.
That's a great shot, by the way.
Placement.
Putting it top left to where power is bottom right, just as far away as possible. Incredibly tough to stop. Great reset from Goose. Beats 1. Looks to be 2. I mean, 3 minutes is a lot of time, but 4 goals is a lot of goals.
Nice.
I believe in these guys, and this Rochester team can do it, but it's a tough ask at this point.
Come on.
But they played him tough, especially considering they're using a sub from the tier below. They've played an extremely well-fought series, lots of 1-goal games. They won one, but this one seeming to get away just a little bit too much too early
4 goals to
for Rochester.
Force OT, and then we have to score a 5th goal to force game 5. And I just don't see that happening on this team.
Oh, that's a great pass mid, and that's going to be 2, though. Rochester not giving up. Great shot from Tricky. Best league in the business for sure. Boss, shout out you. Thanks for being in here, man. Thanks for casting tonight. Doing an incredible job. For those who don't know, Boss Rodalo, the guy in chat right now, is the New Orleans Nightmares caster. Does a great job making graphics, creating content, and creating a really fun environment for games to be watched in. If you ever need someone, make sure to hit him up. great dude, great to work with, great at what
Front
he does.
show through the corner. Fluffy will just bang. 2 minutes to play here in game 4.
You
That one
too,
over the head of
Conjure.
everybody.
Your teams did
Power
great
will put
today.
it towards
Great
the
job
net.
on the
It's
cast.
in.
And
with
this
2 minutes to
Rochester team
play,
is
it's a
not
two-goal
going away
game.
without a fight. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be 2 goals with 2 minutes now. All of a sudden, that 4-goal lead
Not
looking
over
real
yet.
small. And if you're Rochester, you just got to keep rinsing and repeating. They've had the pressure. That's now 3, I believe, unanswered goals for them.
There's a good save.
Looking to make it
Tricky
4.
out of it's a bit too close. Fluffy waits. That one up for
And you
Cruncho.
got to think for San
Back to
Diego
Bold,
now.
it's beautiful.
Oh, that's got to
6-3.
make it feel a little bit better. But I was going to
San
say,
Diego.
San Diego has got to be feeling a little bit nervous, letting the lead get that low. But now back up to 3 with a minute and a half.
Come on.
It's really tough again. Cruncho now looking to basically just end it. Gets it past Goose. Gets the boost.
Tricky.
Taking no bad 50s. Keeping it to space. Power though.
We'll need to
With
make
a
this touch
huge
anyway.
bang. Fluffy
Making it
forced to
look
put it off his own
easy.
back wall. Tricky could have a shot. Tosses it mid. Goose is going to be there, but shut down. Still pressure here for Rochester. They need it now. Fluffy gets it past
Downfield.
1,
Oh,
gets it past
wide
2.
open.
Cruncho should have a
Rochester's all
goal,
on top of
and
each
that
other.
should
7-3, 1 minute
wrap
to play.
things up.
Ball
That's gonna
game.
be 7-3 for San Diego. Had the stats. Nice shot from Cruncho. Great 50s and beats from
Come on.
Fluffy. Looking good out there. This San Diego team, I believe they dropped their first series
So not our greatest
today,
showing.
so they are no longer
Tonight
fully undefeated
as-
series-wise.
Well, I
But
mean, everybody won 1-1.
still definitely
Ace,
one of these
why
top
not?
spots. Put
Might
up
as well
8
pad the
now.
stats a little bit.
Yeah, they are
Everybody
kind of
went
the stats a little
1-1.
bit. The URSC players know all about the
Except
RPV
Novice.
boosting. And we have a
Bang.
metric just like
Nice.
that.
Where's
And
my drop
Cruncho,
10?
I think, picks up
This is
a
getting
hat
bad.
trick in about 20 seconds. That's got to look good
yeah,
on the stats, so
It happens.
keep that in mind
bounce
for
back
MVP
next
voting
week.
later this season.
Oh my
All-Star
God, 10.
too.
Oh my God, 10.
Goodness.
Close. Finish.
They keep going. They want more. They
Next
want the
week,
double
not
digits.
sure about Sunday streams. It's Easter week.
Fluffy
all
looks
that
for a
stuff.
shot.
10
Is
goals.
going to find the bottom
10 to
corner.
3.
Finds himself
It
at the
is
800 mark in terms of points.
Domination from us. Just pure.
And Iwu,
dominance.
as you can see, he's on his computer opening up a ticket as we speak in the CSA server.
Just in case goal difference matters, we're making
So I
sure.
wonder what he's doing.
We're making sure of it.
As Cruncho might find another one. Good pass
10
mid.
to
No
3,
one there to
which
capitalize on it.
I believe makes this the now highest scoring single game from a single, or highest scoring most amount of goals from a single team in CSA history
Give him at RC, that little silly fella.
in a single game. 10-3.
Oh, keep it up.
Are we letting the ball
Keep
hit?
it up.
Keeping it up. We looking for 11.
Cruncho has full boost and some space to work with. Fluffy might not be able to get
That'll
there.
hit. 10
And that's going to be
game 4.
about the end of
And
this.
San Diego wins the series.
If you want to take it back to me at some point, Mr. Producer Man, we
GG's
can
everybody, and good night.
say what's up. Welcome in to the Rob Cam. As you know, I'm Rob. It's been wonderful having you here. First of all, we apologize for the mix-up with producing and issues that we had early on in our stream. To the novice players who did not get their casted games today, I apologize. We will do our best to always have as many of those as we can on the back post. So from me to you, I am sorry for not being able to get out the content that we promised you. We'll do our best to remedy this. We're already talking with our media team to make sure it doesn't happen again. So thank you for bearing with us. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit a follow. We have every Sunday, 7 p.m. Central to 9 p.m. Central. That's 8 p.m. EST to 10 p.m. EST. We have our back post, right? Come give us a watch, come support, come watch some really cool Rocket League. We always wrap up with our world class. So it's never too late to hop in. hop in the Discord, !Discord, check out the website, check out all the cool stuff we got going on. Until next time, it's been me, Rob, Lizzie, producing, and it's been CSA, the Car Soccer Association. We've loved having you, and see you next time.